Hi collective, I'm so excited to read for us today. I will be away camping when this airs on another beautiful friend's property for their birthday and housewarming. I'm so excited for it. But yeah, I'm getting in early recording this so that I don't skip a week again. And I'm so excited to do this reading. So many of us in this collective are growing together. We're showing up for ourselves and really expanding the healing journey, what the healing journey looks like for us. And because of that, we're getting rewarded. There's so many beautiful rewards coming all around in so many different forms. The people that I've been speaking to, like, they know that abundance looks like so many different things in your life. It's not just a monetary value, it's traveling, it's getting to know your roots, it's feeling more connected amongst like-minded individuals, it's feeling fulfilled by what you get to do in your everyday job, everyday tasks. It's feeling accomplished in all that you're doing. There's so much more to abundance than just money. And the people that I'm connecting into, I'm so fucking proud of you. Like, the shifts that I'm seeing happening is like a higher intelligence each and every week, and it feels like we're doing it together, and I fucking love it. So thank you so much for being a part of what I get to do. I really feel like I'm finding tribe, and after spending so much of my life feeling like a weird little alien on this planet, it's really nice to find my people, if you want to call us that. But yeah, find my divine beings that I just absolutely adore. So yes, thank you for being here with me. Thank you for being a part of my journey. Let's dive in. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to use my angel deck. I know that many of us have something against Doreen Virtue, but this deck is fucking beautiful, and fuck her. Alright, Spirit, let's go. And she just needs healing. She's just, we gotta send her love, not fuck yous, really, isn't it? Alright. This deck is big though, it's hard for my little hands. Well, we got balance. I don't really read reversals in this deck either. We've got balance with Archangel Zadkiel. So needing to find balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. This is about waiting for the perfect timing, and this is the perfect timing for you to be finding this beautiful spirit tribe that we're gaining right now. I don't feel like it's just within my circle. I feel like so many of us are finding where we belong, and it's like opening up doors to meet even more people. You may be falling in love. There may be a new proposal coming towards you, a romantic proposal. This doesn't have to be, this could be like around a social gathering, but it does feel very lovey-dovey. Page of Water. Another one! A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. So, this, it's been coming up a lot in the readings that I've been doing for people on TikTok as well. There's like this understanding on a new level that what relationships are meant to do is to mirror back to you the healing that you need to do within self. And eventually, and it doesn't have to be romantic relationships that do that, our friendships do that as well, but most of the time, if you've been through a lot of different hard relationships, it's because they're mirroring back to you what you need to change within self. It's for the upgrades that you need to make happen for you. And eventually, when you take that time to work on yourself, a lot of time to work on yourself, a lot of shifts and changes, and do that bravery without having to be codependent on somebody else making you happy, then you eventually start getting relationships mirroring back to you the kind of person you've grown into. So somebody who values themselves, somebody who loves themselves, somebody who knows what they want from life, somebody who can take care of themselves and isn't looking for people for the wrong reasons. And I know we don't mean to do that, but a lot of us, like, we've been trained to think that a masculine energy is going to come in and look after us and provide. It's not the masculine energy. Like, I see it constantly on videos on TikTok and Instagram, in the spiritual community, where they're all like, your divine masculine is meant to do this, this and this for you. No, you're meant to do that, babe. You're meant to do that, and he's meant to be nurturing himself. This isn't a codependent thing where one person relies on the other and it's this like toxic ride or die kind of relationship going on here. It's meant to be they're meant to learn how to nurture themselves. They're meant to learn how to use their intuition. They're meant to learn how to be creative and allow that gorgeous divine feminine flow to flow through them also. That's that beautiful balance of yin yang energy. And then we're meant to also know how to take care of ourselves, make ourselves feel secure, how to protect ourselves, how to provide for ourselves. And then we feel this beautiful independence, this strength from within that, you know, balances that nurturing side to us, that creative side to us, and we become fucking unstoppable human beings who then meet that in somebody else who's mirroring that back to us, because we've earned that, we've worked through it. And that's why I haven't been in a relationship for a long time, because I know I need to do that work on me. And in this collective, there's a lot of people that know that too. But there are some of us still, some of us in really healthy, great relationships. But there are still some of us who are expecting somebody to come in and save them, somebody to come in and mother them and look after them. And it's like, no, that's not how it works. And if you want it to work like that, then good luck. That's not the kind of dynamic I think that our collective is after. I think our collective is after something quite magical that is long lasting, something that helps you grow, that encourages you to become all the different versions of ourselves that we grow into through this life. Not somebody who wants you to stay in the box that makes them feel comfortable and safe and secure, but is truly happy to watch you expand, that is happy to see you pop off, as my Ashley would say, you know, so yeah, this is exciting. I just think there's still a few of us that needed that put into them a little bit further, so they can understand when someone comes into your life, they're not meant to make everything better. They're meant to help you feel like you're capable of doing so, because they're capable of doing it for themselves. It's like mirroring back healthy boundaries also. This is going to give like such beautiful heightened psychic abilities also for the both of you. It's like those two energies meet and this like domino explosion, this explosion happens energetically, and it dominoes out to all the areas of their lives that are a little bit askewed, get straightened out, because that meeting created such a huge effect energetically that you can't see on the outside, but you will feel it. It's like course correction without having to be forceful, without having to be needy. It's just meant to be, you know. The person you're meeting, or it might be you, would be very artistic, intuitive, friendly, but this could be you, and it may be describing you. Somebody who's really good with their emotions, like very emotionally intelligent, This is probably somebody who felt very unemotionally intelligent most of their life, but they were in emotional university. They were studying. Oh, hello. More water. We got balance at the top here with Archangel Zadkiel, and then it's all waters. Knight of Water, Page of Water, Ace of Water. That's the cups in this deck. So lots of emotions. Wow, all of these. Falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, a new home. So just to show you, it literally says on the Knight of Water, falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. Page of Water. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. And the Ace of Water. Falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship. Spiritual growth and enhanced intuition. A new home. So Spirit are like fucking truly trying to show you that there is either new love coming into your life, a uptick in the love between you and somebody that you're already with, or this may be someone from the past coming back in to make things right. For those of you who are not in a relationship, who are not interested in a relationship, this could very much mean that connection within yourself is truly coming to a really beautiful balanced phase of divine masculinity and divine femininity that knows how to work together in perfect synchronization, which is creating just this gorgeous love for life that you haven't been able to experience before. So I feel like clarifying also with the Lightseers Tarot deck, because it just feels like these two energies, like the softness and the magic and beauty that these two card decks together is going to give. And it hits me in my emotions, which is on point. Just the thought of it, I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. Those two energies together, fuck yes. And people might look at that between you and the person that Spirit's talking about here. People from the outside looking in might be like, oh wow, yes, that one and that one together, that is so sweet, because they know that those two energies complement each other. Let's go a bit deeper on the balance card, please, Spirit. Number 14. This enters out. Turns out to be 5. So that's a lot around big changes in your life, positive changes. You've been waiting for perfect timing, and it feels like the perfect timing is now. No more running. No more running from what's about to happen, what's about to begin. And this could be something that felt very scary to you in the past. It's like every time I've entered something like this, my world has turned upside down. And Spirit are like, no more running, babe. Like you're entering this in the version of you or who you are now. And like even the relationship itself can be quite confronting and hard to have, because we've been fighting getting to know our true selves for a very long time. Feeling, I don't even know how to put it, Spirit, can you help me? A lot of us were very uncomfortable with being alone with our own thoughts, let alone our own energy. We didn't trust ourselves. We didn't, you know, the more we got to know ourselves in our traumatic state, the more it was confronting. It got embarrassing. It got a lot of energies that we didn't really want to know about. But now we've done so much healing and unraveling of ourselves and the shadow work, and now we're getting to know sides of ourselves that we're like, I dig that about me. I love that about me. And you're not running from it anymore, and Spirit wants you to continue that, to understand that you're a better version of yourself than you ever have been. You can trust yourself more than you ever have. And when repeating energies and patterns come back into your life, you're not the same person you were before, who didn't know what to do with them, who didn't know how to protect themselves, who didn't know how to receive love when it was deserved as well. So yeah, that's cute. Okay, what else about this Knight of Water, please, Spirit? Hello. I felt like my brain just went elsewhere there. Maybe you're going to feel like that, like the world just kind of stops and your brain just flutters around a little bit. Maybe this person's going to make you feel like that. We got, oh my god, flutters around. Look at this. We have a pig with wings and somebody flying, floating above. And there's a little heart emoji thingy, the little hand heart thingy. Cute! Can you see it? There's something so lovey-dovey about this reading, and I don't usually do these kind of readings. So much blue out here. Even in the other cards, there's so much blue. There's so much truth and honesty in this relationship. So much truth and honesty in self about what's going down right now. It's heart expanding. I did a reading the other night on TikTok. It was when I begin my live readings, I always start off with a collective, and there was this moment in this collective reading where Spirit, and I feel like I need to go back and maybe cut it up and post it, because it was pretty special, and Spirit were literally showing me that our collective at the moment, and it felt very much like connected to our YouTube collective, where they were showing me that the heart needs to open, and it's like, to do so, Spirit have been having to crack those bones open, and I could literally like hear bones cracking open, and it's like parts of yourself have had to really hurt through this Scorpio full moon. It's like they've had to crush you and crack you, and to get you to open up that heart chakra and be ready to receive the love, not just from others, but to yourself. It's okay to love who you are, and it's okay to grow into somebody who can love who you are. You know, it's hard to bask in some of your wins sometimes, because especially in Australia we have, like, you know, tall poppy syndrome, where if you're excited about something you've achieved, people take it as you're showing off or you're trying to one up them, and it's hard to move through into a higher vibrational life because so many people take your wins as an offense to their non-growth. So, but I've found the more that I just be my authentic self, the more that I have been explaining my wins to people and getting excited about them, I find people that are truly excited for me, and the people who aren't, they show up pretty quickly. They show their faces pretty quickly, and I've had to get rid of so many people in my life that I didn't want to, but I had to, because they weren't cheering me on. They saw what I was doing for myself, And they were like, who the fuck does she think she is? I'm a psychic. You asked me to do readings for you and you think I don't know that you feel that way about me? And it got awkward. So I had to say goodbye to a lot of people, and I feel like our collective had to do that too. And now I'm surrounded by people who, when I win, they feel like they win, and vice versa. I love hearing my friends tell me about their accomplishments. I love hearing when somebody is a little bit, you know, self-conscious or not knowing what direction to go in, so I can gas them up and tell them how amazing they are. Not so that I can project my own shit onto them, and it feels like this is where we're growing to. And I want you to know that if you don't feel this yet, continue to keep being yourself, continue to keep saying loudly and proudly about your wins, so that you can see the people who aren't cheering you on, so that you can see the people who are. And there's some people that don't deserve to know much about us, because that evil eye that they're sending to us, it can sometimes hurt. And that's where I love, you know, the power of alchemy. When you know how to turn that into your abundance, you know how to make that fuel and fertilize your life instead of it doing it harm like it did to my life for so long. It doesn't really matter, but it still doesn't, it still hurts my feelings. I'm still human. But anyway, let's get back to this side quest. All of this is related. All of it's related. It's all the work you've been doing is sending in upgraded versions of people to love. People whose hearts match yours. People whose goals match yours. They want to see the type of world that you've been wishing for too. Oh, we got the Magician. The magic is at play here. And I know, like, on that last collective reading, and I was talking about how, like, the different versions of self are, like, lining things up so that the next one can take on the job and then line something up for the next one. There's something really important at play here. The magic is magicking, and I think so many sides of yourself couldn't be more proud of you, because it's like that trust in the divine flow, and that even our mistakes aren't really actually mistakes, is allowing for this to happen, is allowing for it to unfold, not trying to control the outcome, but just manifesting the energy that you want in your life, and leaving it up to spirit to do the rest is a perfect cocktail for figuring out what you truly deserve instead of what you thought was good enough. What we think is good enough for us is usually very different to what we actually deserve. And that was in like a small little collective reading I did yesterday. Yeah. Oh no, sorry. This is being airing on Sunday, so it's being released Wednesday. Okay. Woo! Yes! Yes! I feel like you're meant to be this way. Okay, sometimes we have to be careful of a Knight of Cups. But because this came out like a bit sideways, I'm going to say that this is not someone we need to be careful of. So on the Page of Water, the new person who enters your life, relationship begins a new phase. We literally got 10 of Pentacles. One of the most beautiful, fulfilling relationship cards you can get. With Knight of Cups. Look at this. Casanova. Now I got that. Me and Romeo have never been friends. Stuck in my head. Can't you see how much I really loved you? This is exciting, and I don't like doing love readings so much unless it's meant to be, empowering. But this makes me nervous. But it's really, really sweet. Really sweet. There's a harmony here I see you in this person. Somebody, and there's like little wings on his shoes. Somebody who wants to take flight with you, babe. And then, you know, what I was saying, this floating thing, and now he got wings on the shoes. And like I said, this can just be the other side of yourself that's like, hey, I check you, I see you, I love you, to you. I applaud that. We don't say I love you enough to ourselves. Okay, Ace of Water, please, Spirit. Ah. Death and rebirth. So for those of you who this is a resurgence of a relationship from the past, this is like a death and rebirth phase of that, where like really not taking the past into the new, understanding that if you are going to start again, you can't start again based off of bringing all that shit with you. We have to truly face these things for what they are, discuss them, heal them, bring those shadows into the light, not keep them deep down into the suppressed, unconscious, so that they can pop out whenever things don't go right and you feel triggered and you don't feel secure. Then all these things pop out. You know, we've actually really got to work together on this. But for others, this is like a death and a rebirth to the side of yourself that isn't trusting in the fact that good things can actually come to you. If we're going to start something new with anybody, we have to know that we can't bring that energy in of untrustworthiness, the hurt from the past. Yes, it's good to protect yourself. It's good to be aware. It's not good to walk around with like rose petal glasses on, but it's also, you have to watch the energy that you're putting into this new relationship. And even with self, if you trust yourself, you can't sit there and continuously bring yourself back to an old energy every time you're in a new phase in your life, and every time you about to try something again, you are looking at yourself as a person from the past, the unhealed version of yourself. You have to learn how to love and trust yourself too. So putting an end to bringing that untrustworthy energy into your future, and knowing that you have changed, you're a different version of you, and really making sure you're getting to know that version of yourself. And you're bringing that version of yourself with you with respect and love and compassion. Yes, like we always have to know that, hey, if this is a soft area for me and I fucked up 10 times in the past with this, or this person has fucked up 10 times in the past with this, then it needs to be something that's open in the air, that's spoken about regularly but not hated on, not to be feel like, oh, you can never be forgiven for this or whatever, but it needs to be known in like this, in the conscious of the relationship, that this is an issue, this is real, and how do we work on it's like shadow work in a relationship, together, shadow work in a team dynamic. Temperance and High Priestess. Fuck yeah. Alright. Yeah, what I said, balancing that shadow and that light, understanding that the relationship can be really, really strong when you understand the shadows of it, when they're able to be spoken about in the light, then they can become something that doesn't, it's not a weak spot, it's a strength. It's a strong position to be in, to know where your defense should be, but not in a like hateful way, in a compassionate, I just want this to work kind of way. And using the High Priestess, your inner knowing, your inner seer, to understand that those emotions that can come along with all this hold a high intelligence, the emotions that's in one another around these subjects hold a high intelligence. There's like light language encoded in this shit. Fuck, I love this. I'm nervous. I can feel it. I'm nervous. But I love this. This feels like it's like something that's been really worked on and will be worked on in honesty and truth, in love. What are we going to grab? I'm going to go to Melanie's deck again, the Hive of Love. If you go to my community post, you'll see that I have posted one of Melanie's videos. She was taught us how to make a beautiful salt scrub, a natural organic salt scrub that can help you not only cleanse your and make your skin feel great, but your auric field. Okay, Spirit, show me. I love this card so much. I am so grateful for the little blessings in my life. And my awareness is expanded and open. I feel like, did we get both of these last reading? Did we get both of these last time? Or was it just that one? Fuck, that's amazing. Look at all these, you know? One more. Actually, I'm going to do this deck. So once again, like that heart chakra opening, knowing that your awareness of all of this these situations, the shadows of the relationship, the shadows within self, the triggers, everything is a part of your awareness, and it is expanding and opening you up. And it's helping you be grateful for all the little blessings in your life. It's like, without the storm, there wouldn't be a rainbow. The storms allow us to be grateful for the good times. When we get the good times, it's the hard times that made us go, this is fucking amazing. You know, if it was always good shit, if you didn't experience the hard, how do you know how good the good can be, you know? Whoa. Spirit of the tree. If you're in need of a lesson, there is wisdom in the trees. I love this deck too. It's so beautiful. So knowing that, tapping into Mother Nature, it's like, that's heart expansion also, loving what the earth provides, and that being grateful for the beautiful connection you can have to everything that's alive on this earth, the different experience. Oh, wow. And the different experiences. How funny is that? We got another tree. So this is showing me that all of this is helping you step through a portal. This is like divine timing. You've been guided to this from the divine. There is something that is encoded in the DNA that is been waiting for these moments. Are you ready? It says the portal, adventure, ancestors, and calling. This is a calling to step through this portal into this new stage, into this new phase of life, where not only are you amazing at giving love, but you're amazing at receiving it, not just from others, but from yourself. And being open to growth with either yourself or someone very special. Thank you for joining me today, collective. This was a very different reading for me, but I'm not hating it. I'm open to it. Yeah, thank you for being a part of my collective. If you like my vibes, if you like my energy, please join me over on Instagram and TikTok. Also, I do private readings, I do teachings, psychic development, shadow work. Hit me up if you would like to join me in any of that. Thank you so much for trusting me with your energy. This was beautiful. I love you guys. Bye.